Hello to my beautiful earth signs out there. Welcome to my channel, Astro Cheryl, and this is your monthly tarot reading for April 2026. I hope this reading finds you doing well. We do have an intense month of fire energy that is happening for all of us. It just depends on where this is happening in your chart. So we have Aries that has a stellium, which is three or more planets in that sign. And that creates a lot of intense fire energy. We also have Mars, the ruler of Aries, in the sign of Aries. And Mars and Aries are about taking charge, being the lead, taking action and thinking later, and taking those stances that are, pushy and bully like energy. Just saying, with all of this Mars and Aries energy, that could create, tension in certain areas of your life. So during this time, you may want to involve yourself in more extracurricular get some outdoorsy run, jog, or go to the gym. Get involved in things where it requires body movement because Mars and Aries are action oriented and they use their body. So this is a body intense month, and the way to blow off steam is to work your body a bit more. Otherwise, it's going to come out in it'll show itself in in a pushy way. Okay, so there could be some physical contact in one way or the other, but you know, try not to, because this is the heads up part of it is here to teach us how to, deal with intensities such as now. Do you react, or do you take a step back and take a look at yourself? That's how this energy is working. Okay, so you can do one or the other, do the normal cycle thing or break the cycle for the moment and take a look and see how well that works for you. Okay, so there we have it. What April is all about. It's all about intense Aries. And the new moon on the 17th is also going to be about, it's in the sign of Aries as well. So there's a lot of emotional energy around that. And, with that emotional stuff, things seem to may come out real harsh, not intentionally, but because the emotions are involved. All right, so as you know, I've already shuffled the cards, so we're going to get right into your tarot. And we're looking at the overarching situation for you for the month. Oh, okay. We have Angel of Love, and I have a love message as well, because with all this intense fire energy, we need to bring more love into the situation so that, you can think about it. At least it'll be in the front of your mind. This is the door of spirit, which you don't see coming. Okay. And that is some higher, it's, like your angel team is present. So that's good because, they can lend a helping hand through this. So, this is the love message that I'm pulling. We already have the overarching energy of the month is the angel of love. So, she's hanging around trying to pour more love into the earth signs to keep them grounded. Okay? And then we have the door to spirit, and that gives you more insight, more intuitive knowledge. So, with that, you'll be divinely guided. So, this message says have faith, trust your faith in the situation. Okay? So, as long as you trust yourself, you'll be all right this month. All right, so let's see what you don't see coming is practice compassion. Okay, and that's another way to alleviate and release the tension. Okay, is have more compassion. There's a lot of spiritual energy around the earth signs now. Okay, so your angels are just like working overtime on your behalf because, it's something special about you, I guess. All right, so the astrological house is the seventh house. So this has to do with your relationships. This is the area of life is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. Okay? So this is your significant interest that is showing up. So that just says that your relationship, your seventh house may be the area where Aries is, and you need to pay more attention. Okay, and what you don't see coming is Vesta, and she is that soul giving, is your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. But see, Vesta, she don't play either. She's a warrior within herself, okay? So she is like there. She she has a warrior spirit. So she can be protective, and she knows how to stand up at the time that she needs to step in. So just know that Vesta, she can be like, run that Mars energy as well. All right. We have the situation for the month is the World card. Wow. Big picture. Okay, a very happy ending. Coming full circle. Spiritual growth and insight. Wow. Okay. Now, what you don't see coming is the Knight of Gabriel, and this is the Knight of Wands. Confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. Time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. Okay? Now that's some fire energy there. All right, you don't see that coming, but that is going to be, that is reflective in your energy right now. Okay, let's see what the tarot want to share with the earth signs this month. All right. we have the Death card. And this is about transformation. Okay? We have to make a decision. This is the Seven of Cups. Let me just get these cards out here. All right, earth signs. Here we go. We have all right. So I did all my Let's see where we going with all of this. Okay. Oh, got a match here. So something is happening. All right. Well, now, let me see. The situation is, some kind of happy ending here, but I do see a match with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So that sounds happy. And we see the seventh house is activated. And the angel of love is here, showing you how to see it, feel it, hear it, know it. Okay, so we have the transformation. And we have, this is the death card. We have the Eight of Wands, which is about communication, messages coming through. And it could be about love from a man of stature, a man who is methodical, a man who knows what he wants, okay? And someone who knows how to, you know, go about getting it. I mean, he stands in his masculine energy. Oof, okay. We also have this competitive energy, competition in there. But, you know, that is just like something that don't matter. Because, what you want and what the king wants, nobody can come in between that, all right? So we have the Seven of Cups, you having to make a decision here. And it's a wish fulfillment that you've been longing for. Okay? Because we have the Nine of Cups. And there is something about, a balancing act that is happening here, and this is emotional because we have the ocean in the back, noting that your emotions are involved. Okay, so you may be, having some emotions, up and down. Your emotions are going up and down about, what hasn't happened yet, or what is to come. So this is the Queen of Cups. Okay. So this energy here, you, earth signs, are the king and the queen of cups. Okay, because this is your energy. So you're sitting in your own power here. And like it or not, your emotions have been, taken a toll while you figure out. Because with this Seven of Cups, it's like you got to figure it out, but you really don't. That's a lot of work. You just need to, you know, take the necessary action by making uh, the call or communicating your heartfelt emotions, because there's this Eight of Wands here, and it's right next to the King. So, and it's coming right to him. So, if this is you, you need to, send some messages out there, so that you can start this I want to say collaborative communication, but you want to know, you want to be able to see something grow here, but at the same time, that in time that there is something new about what you are trying to create for yourself. Okay, and we have the Six of Swords, and that represents something new. Okay, moving to or in your mind, or a new location for real, or a new, job location. But we also have, the Queen of Swords here. And she is, you know, she's thinking with her head, not her heart. And she is, you know, she's about the truth. So, and right next to her, here she is, speaking the truth. Okay? And she has, ooh, I got goosebumps. And here we have the Four of Cups. And this is about somebody that is just not ready. They just not ready yet, okay? Because their arms are folded and they're being offered something in a cup. And that's an emotional thing. And they're not ready to accept it, maybe because of, whatever happened in the past with this three um, party situation down here, and with the tower. They had a tower moment, and, you know, haven't recovered completely from it. But still, there is this cup, wish fulfillment, being offered, okay? Opportunity. But there again, we have this swords energy. Someone is all tied up, but they're all tied up in their mind, okay? This is some gosh, self-fulfilled prophecy that they've created for themselves. And then at night, they're worrying about it, okay? Because confusion can happen. People get confused and they don't know, Is it coming? Is it not? Especially if they've seen something and it looked like it was something, or you met somebody and it started off and then, you don't hear anything. So it's that kind of thing. You're kind of not in the loop. However, earth signs, you do have your power of intuition to tap into, you know, because you'll know what you know, and you have to continue to be um, higher minded about what you want and what you know you can have, because we have these two, the king and the queen. They're here, so there is something to be said there. And now the last card is the hermit. So somebody is coming out of isolation, and that gives way to, being open to new things. And just going to say it again, the world showed up, your seventh house has shown up, the angel of love is here, and then we have a mate. We have a mate, okay? And this is a soulmate relationship or a twin flame relationship that's showing up. Okay, and what you don't see coming is the Five of Swords. So somebody is winning, okay? And look at what's under there. Another cup relationship. Man, if I continued to undo the bottom layer, we would find a whole lot more information. But I don't want to overwhelm you, because some of you may not see any of this coming, or you may already be in a relationship and you might not be looking for anything. But even in your existing relationship, you could get a level up, okay? It's just all about waking up and being aware of what you want, and move towards that. Okay? So, earth signs, this is your tarot reading for April 2026, and until next time, bye for now.